In the mail today, I received what I think may just be one of the coolest Zelda items of all time, at least the coolest that I've ever seen. And there's a lot of cool Zelda items, Master Swords, Majora's Masks, posters, statues, etc. But this right here, I think, takes the cake. This is a Zelda pot. But it's not just a pot, there's more to it than meets the eye. So I'm going to break down what this is, what you get with it, where I got it, how much it costs, all the details. But I had to come on today and share this because, again, I just think this is the coolest thing ever. And before I get started, let me say that this isn't official. Nintendo doesn't make this. I'm not sponsored in this video in any way. I pay for this with my own money. So this is just my real honest opinion about this Zelda pot. Now, I'm a big Zelda fan, going back all the way to Link to the Past. That's the one that I first grew up with playing. Eventually, I would go back to even play the first Zelda. So I've played them all, love most of them. And Zelda's just been one of my favorite series I've ever played. So now coming to this pot here. So this isn't just a Zelda pot. This is actually a breakable Zelda pot. So this thing comes apart into many different pieces, and then you can put it together. And let me show you how this works exactly. So I'm just going to take a few pieces off. So for example, boom, piece came off. We'll take one more off so you can see. There we go, another piece comes off. So this thing breaks into sort of multiple jagged pieces, just like a real pot. And what's cool about this is that all these different pieces, there's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 7 or 8 pieces. And they're all held together by magnets. So you will see there's a couple magnets in there, embedded in there. And the work here is really well done. The magnets are very strong. I guess they're glued in there. And you will see if I put this piece back, it just snaps right back in there. Like you can hardly tell that this thing is held together at all, let alone by some pretty high powered magnets. Now, it's not just that it's a breakable pot that makes this cool, although that alone was enough to sell me on it because let's be honest, a Zelda breakable pot is pretty freaking awesome. But it also comes with a few other things inside of the pot. Let me see if I can get another piece off here and show you. Let's take a couple off. Now, can you guess what's inside the pot? If you played Zelda, then you should know. But of course, you have your rupees. Not just one, not just two, but a couple, as well as something else, not only rupees. So let me go one by one and show you what's inside here. So first off, we have the green rupee. And this is 3D printed. This whole thing is 3D printed, if I didn't say already. The pot and all the rupees, all the items. So everything's 3D printed. Got a green rupee. You got a red rupee. You got a blue rupee. And, of course, you have your yellow or gold rupee. I don't know. Let me know. Is this a yellow or a gold rupee? That's an unknown Zelda question. So, you've got 4 different colored rupees here. Let me hold them up. All 3D printed. And these alone are pretty cool just to have on your shelf as a little display piece because they're very well made. Like 3D printing technology is getting out of control. Some of the quality is getting really good and people are getting really innovative with the things they can make. So shout out to whoever came up with this idea. However, there's one last item in the pot. Can you guess what is the last item in the pot? What is the other thing that you can get when you break a pot in Zelda besides rupees? All right, you got it. You're a true Zelda fan. The heart piece. So here we got a 3D printed heart. And this might be the coolest piece that comes inside or with the pot because, again, just very well made. Like I'm surprised this is 3D printed. Very well made. Believe it's hollow. Yeah, definitely hollow. But quality piece nonetheless. So 4 rupees and a heart. And again, what's so cool about this thing is that you can toss this, break it, smash it, pull out your rupees, pull out your heart pieces. I mean, it really brings me back to Ocarina of Time, where I'd be running around smashing pots. I think that's one of my favorite Zelda games, and definitely one of my favorite to do some pot smashing. But I do want to say that you can buy these in different sizes. So let me put this back together. Show you how this works again. Boom. Just like that. And I bought the largest size. From what I've seen, there's two different sizes. So there's sort of a large size and a small size. I won't get into all the dimensions. I mean, you can look that up and find it yourself. But people are selling these on Etsy, and there seems to be a lot of different sellers. And from the pictures, they all kind of look like different qualities. So if you're interested in getting one of these, definitely take your time, check out the different sellers, the different pictures to see which one looks like the best quality to you. I picked the one that I like most. So as mentioned, they have different sizes, but they also have different pot variants, let's say. So to me, this is like the Link to the Past Ocarina of Time pot, but they also have the Wind Waker blue pots. So those are the two at least that I saw. And some of them are sort of, the colors are painted on, and some of them, the color is like 3D printed as a different color. So this one I got here is 3D printed as a different color. I can tell they use like black plastic for the black part and the white plastic for the white part. So again, I would just say, like, if you're interested in getting one of these, make sure you spend some time to check out what you're gonna get, because some of them are a little more shoddy than others. Again, they're just like hand painted on, which isn't bad actually. I never got one of those, but that could also actually work out pretty well. It might make it look a little more authentic. But I went with the full 3D plastic printed piece. Um, and I got this for, brace yourself, it's not cheap. I want to say around 100 bucks Canadian, which is like 70 to 80 US. Um, but there's different prices again, different qualities and different deals on Etsy. But to me, it was totally worth it. Really happy with this. The build quality is like, it's really good. 3D printing is getting really good these days. And the quality of the magnets again is like really incredible. This thing just pulls, snaps on there. Like you can't pull a piece off easily. But yeah, some of these pieces, like you can hold the whole weight of the pot. So it doesn't break apart easily, but you can easily toss this around, break it. I don't think you really need to worry about this thing breaking beyond how it's supposed to break into multiple pieces. I've been tossing this around all day on the carpet, on the bed, on the grass, and it's been holding up really well. So I wanted to come on and highlight what I think is one of, if not the coolest Zelda items, merchandise I've ever seen. Again, not actually made by Nintendo, and this video is not sponsored. But if you enjoyed this, definitely drop a like, thumbs up, and drop a comment. Have you heard about these? Are you interested? If you have any questions, if you want to know who I actually bought this from, drop a comment. I'll be happy to answer. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and have a good day.